Inside a month before the start of the new school year, and as we get closer, the anxiety ramps up for parents because they have a decision to make. In Charleston County, there will be 3 options, and clarifying exactly what your options are is our mission. We've heard from you, the school district has heard from you, and that is why now we are joined by the district's Director of Communications and Technology, Andy Pruitt. Andy, thanks for getting up early with us. Parents have lots of questions because there are 3 options that they have to choose. We're going to put that full screen up to show it to you before we start talking with Andy. The 3 options you have are in-person instruction. You have the virtual academy, which is a commitment of either a quarter or a semester, depending on the grade level of your child. And this new one that emerged in the committee of the whole meeting, temporary remote instruction. Andy, break down what each of them will entail for parents.
Well, let's go back with the virtual academy first, because that's the one that the enrollment is currently going on through Friday, and that is a consistent online instruction model with its own curriculum to enhance online instruction for grades K through 12. And then you have the in-person instruction model, where obviously it would be face-to-face 5 days a week if we can bring back students safely. And then attached to that in-person instruction is the temporary remote option, which that's for parents and families and students who would like that in-person instruction and that regular instruction option with their teacher or teachers assigned to their children, but aren't quite yet ready to send their children back to school. And so to make sure they would have consistent instruction engagement with their teachers remotely through digital platforms.
So Andy, let's talk about that temporary remote instruction, because I think that's the one that a lot of people have been asking about. They wanted something else. They don't want to commit to a long-term necessarily online instruction, but they're not yet ready to send their kids back in. What's the length of time that we're looking at that this temporary remote instruction would happen?
Basically, we're going to revisit that for the elementary, middle school levels about every quarter, and then for the high school level about every semester.
So then if parents, because everybody's risk tolerance when it comes to this virus is going to be different. My family's version of it is going to be different from my neighbors, and the school's version of it is going to be different than a lot of people. So if the school district decides, listen, we can start sending more of you back in, we're going to peel out of this temporary remote instruction, do parents then have the option, if they're not comfortable face-to-face yet, to get into that virtual academy at that point?
Correct. Just like there will be a minimum commitment once you sign up and enroll in the virtual academy for 9 weeks at the elementary and middle school level and for a semester for high school level courses, it's the same if you aren't ready to go back to school yet. There would be those on-ramps every 9 weeks, every quarter, for the elementary and middle school levels, and at the semester for the high school level courses if you are not ready to go back, and we're opening up more for in-person instruction to move into the virtual academy.
We're going to go in depth with Carolyn Belcher, who's the Chief Academic Officer, on Facebook Live at 9 o'clock this morning to get more on this. But for those who maybe won't be able to get in on that, what is the difference in the curriculum when it comes to the virtual academy and this temporary remote instruction? Because I think parents want to make sure that there is live instruction going on and not just, you know, here's your packet, here's your computer assignment, go to it.
Right, so there's going to be regular instruction in both of those models. With the virtual academy, though, there's curriculum that is specific and to enhance online education. So for grades K through 8, different curricula is being set up through SC Virtual, Florida Virtual, and Ingenuity. However, at the high school level for the virtual academy and through temporary remote and in person, that is all going to be the same because there are requirements that we have to meet for these students at the high school level to receive credit for their courses. Now, going back to the temporary remote for K through 8, that's going to be essentially the curriculum that's being taught by the teacher or teachers that are assigned to those students. So it's pretty much what you would see in in-person instruction. However, looking at the elementary school level when it comes to math, we are looking at making sure that a curricula called ZEARN, Z-E-A-R-N, will be available because it's similar to what we are teaching in person with math at the elementary school level right now.
What technology will teachers have access to do this teaching, the live instruction?
So they'll have the devices that they're normally handed out, because just like every student will have the opportunity to have their own device provided to them by the school and the district, because we're a one-to-one district. Same thing with the teachers. They will have their laptops to use. Now keep in mind though that when teachers are delivering instruction remotely, whether it be in the remote option or virtual academy, the majority of them are going to be in their classrooms delivering the content, so they're going to have access to all the technology they would normally have if they were doing in person. We do want to let people know that there is one learning management system that we're using called Canvas, and that's where all the teachers are building their courses and the content, so it will be easy access for everyone. And then they're also going to have plenty of support. Teachers are to use to enhance learning through other support mechanisms like ALEKS, A-L-E-K-S, and Achieve 3000. And we also have an extensive digital library of books to also supplement and enhance education and those educational opportunities.
We're running out of time here, Andy, but a couple of real quick things that I wanted to hit. And number one is, in the next 30 seconds, we want to talk about Dr. Postlewaite's conversation. But before you get to that and preview that, when should parents expect to hear from their schools to make these decisions? And will it be a phone call, an email? What should they be looking for?
I would say both, and it's going to be coming from the school level now. Now, you can still sign up through the virtual academy. You can still enroll in that. That is available on our district website. So we encourage, if you are still interested in doing the virtual academy, you have until Friday to do that. When it comes to the in-person and the temporary remote, yes, you will be receiving phone calls and or emails directly from your child's school. So be ready for that. And also make sure, we do encourage people to make sure that their contact information is current. So we really do encourage parents to verify that their schools, that their child's schools has the updated correct information.
Tried to answer every question. Obviously we're short on time, but again, tonight from 4 to 5, Dr. Postlewaite will be having that conversation, and it's an opportunity for parents to get those questions answered. Again, it'll be on the district's YouTube channel, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. as we try and get all of the answers to all of the questions. We're going to do our level best to do that. We thank Andy Pruitt for joining us here this morning. We'll have much more coming up. A final check of weather and traffic together in just a couple minutes.